We got a roof going on. Well, Uncle James is fabricating the frame to the window in the dirty kitchen. And Dilbert and Cocon continue to sand the skim coat, getting ready to prime, I believe. Well, we're getting a coat of epoxy on the beams on the window frame. This guy, he's just walking around up there like he's on solid ground. Okay, putting up the insulation over the main part of the house, and they're going to cover it with roofing material here today so it doesn't get rained on. Count your fingers.
I do it better than you.
Hey, show me how it's done.
See?
Good technique. Okay, Chrissy, we've been away for 3 days and the roof is up on your sister's property, on the main portion of the house. We had the roof up last week on the deck, but this is the first time we've ever driven down the road and seen the roof up. And it rains a lot here, so getting the roof up is a real aid to the construction. What do you say, Chrissy?
The dogs are so excited.
The dogs are excited to see us. All right, here we go into the property. Okay, well, you get a sense of how much sunlight these rooms are going to get now that the roof is on. Let's go take a look. This is the main garage area. There's going to be a 2-car garage here and a 1-car garage here. He put the beams on in case he ever wants to put a garage door on. And boy, it's nice to get this shade for a change. Let's take a look at what's going on. Let's see what we got. And the door frame is in. Look at that. So the door frame got put in. This is the front door. And here are the door frames too. This is the storage room here. This is the CR, and that's the pantry. And you can see how much light you're going to get in here. Very interesting. The roof is up with the insulation. Let me see. I'm getting all the doors. This property's going to come together fast. Now, I did purchase my front door, and they're making it. He was talking about maybe putting in some skylights. Maybe it's a little too dark in here, but I think it's okay. Very interesting with the roof on. And now you're getting a real feel for this property. Okay, let's go next door and see what Uncle James has been up to. Guten Tag, Uncle James. Let's see what we're working on. Tiles, he says. Let's see. I think they're tiling the laundry area. That's what they're doing. So it's the same floor as the dirty kitchen, and putting in the tiles, the laundry, and Cocon's up there. we're ready to have a window put in, and we're ready to have a window put in here, and a door, screen door put in here. And then the laundry room is getting its flooring, and slowly but surely this property is coming together. More slow than anything, I think. Final skim coating's been done in this room. Hello, Chrissy. They're putting the floor in the laundry room. And we had all the windows measured, and we're waiting on the estimate. It's been 6 days. All right, we brought up some houseplants from the suburbs. A pickup truck bed full of houseplants. Let's see where we can spread them. Okay, the floor has been installed in the laundry room. Oh, we're missing some towels in the back there. Well, it looks like we are priming. Check it out. A sign of progress. Makes a big difference, actually. Next door, we have the door frames, and the beams for the windows are in. It's lunch break time. Check it out. But the frames are in. All the doors. Things are moving rapidly here. You can see the fascia. Well, local transportation here. Look at that. Just gonna drag that right down the road. He's taking a rest here. The dog's barking. Look at the contraption there. It just drags right down the road, puts some nice ruts in the road. The guys are unloading. Now, Uncle James says I don't need this mahogany door frame. He put the cement door frame in already, so we'll have a little extra mahogany, it seems. All right, there you have a mahogany door. That's going to go to the front door of the house. A little bit more progress here. Got the storage closet being primed. Electricity working in the side of the house. Mahogany door. Chrissy said she wants to be a Disney princess. I said, no problem, we'll have a parade. Okay, Uncle James is putting up the glass block in the bathroom. It's very nice. And you can see we bought this wire mesh that goes in between each course. And it stabilizes it. These are 9-inch glass blocks.
Looks good.
Yeah. A little bit of a gap though. Have to re-cement all that. Yeah. So the inside's been primed pretty much. We've been talking to the window man about coming in and putting in these 4 big windows. We have to revise the quote, but it looks like it's going to be about 80,000 pesos would be my guess, or 90,000 for the 4 big ones. This has all been done here. So we're ready for windows. We have the door, and hoping to move forward on windows within a week or 2. The rendering is going on outside. 2 men working today. Sometimes we have 3, sometimes we have 2. We're gonna build some stairs here soon. It's like a 2-meter wide, 2.5 meter wide staircase coming down here. And I'll probably put up a railing. Next door, the fascia is being put on. They pretty much finished all the brickwork. So you're skim coating the blocks and then you're coming back and scoring them. That's what we saw in the footage I took when it was real loud here. They turned off the generator. Let me go take another look here. So this gentleman here, they're skim coating the brickwork. And he's coming back and scoring it. That's what he's doing now. And then here, and this is for water treatment, make it watertight. It's an actual skim coat that got put on, and here you can see they finished scoring all the bricks. And here they're in the process of scoring it after it's been skim coated. They're going to do the majority of all these walls. The frames are in. They're working on the fascia here. And they've been putting up cement board on the ceiling. And the fascia is going to go on the other side of that. This is the one place you can see my roof, but you see the second tier here, there was like 17 pieces of fascia which had to be put on. That got finished. These are the little things you don't really see when you come back and you've been gone a day or two. You can't tell that they finished the fascia. And check this out. Somebody built here. Where is it? I have to find it. There's somebody here. There he is. Somebody built a house across the way. That's the first construction we've seen across on the other side. Somebody's got a little cabin up there, and you can see a little yellow tarp he's using to keep the rain out. And of course the river's right down here, and Chrissy's sister's land goes all the way down to the river. I think eventually they're going to build a deck out here and clear the trees on the land all the way down to the river, and we'll be able to see the river. So this property here is really coming along. He's had these sinks built, which maybe they're in the storage shed. That's probably where they are, the worker storage shed. And they had them chiseled out of granite or natural stone. Really beautiful. And he's going to put a lot of nice features in this house up here. The other thing I just learned is Chrissy's sister's fiance, he's got a very large truck, a very large stone, and he's going to make this road quite a bit improved. You got the sinks here. Well, it's really hard to see. Did you take the top off already?
Yeah, I got one open.
Let's check it out. Not much of a counter, 20,000 pesos. So what are these sinks made of? Granite? Natural stone?
River boulders.
River boulders, and you hired a guy to chisel them out.
Yeah, I chiseled it all out.
And what did it cost to get this produced?
Each sink shipped, fabricated, shipped from Manila to here was about $146 US.
$146 US for these sinks, made in Manila and shipped here. How do you find out about this guy? The architect?
Found it online.
It's like Barney Rubble's sink.
Did I show you the faucets, the waterfall?
No, those I've seen, but this is amazing. Very nice. Congratulations. You got 3 of these, $170 US each, you said?
146.
146 shipped. All right. Now, what's the name of this outfit? People are going to ask me. I don't want to have to look it up. MD Plants and Stone Craft. Okay, if anybody's interested, there you go. And this is your flooring. It's like a porcelain or ceramic. Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
Porcelain or ceramic?
that's ceramic.
Ceramic. It looks like really an old barn floor. Very nice. Okay. So the reason you're skim coating the inside of the house is because the brick is somewhat inconsistent and you have to stain it or treat it anyway. So this way you have skim coat on it and it's a very consistent look. Chrissy is going to the HOA meeting here at the Indigenous Chief's house. And there they go. Okay, so we're storing supplies now under roof, and the plan is to take down the temporary workers' shed. I guess we'll keep the outhouse up for a while. And we've turned this, wow, look at that metal door. We've turned this into a storage shed. Look at this. They built, oh, it's like roofing. Let's see. Wow. Holy cow. Looks like a real workshop in here. Look at this. Holy cow. Very nice. I'll send Uncle James. He might need something. Okay. This is the bathroom next door. They finished all the brickwork. They're working on the fascia. I saw in the back of the house they have the first piece of actual fascia up. Maybe on the side here too.
I'm having a couple of more pieces made.
All right, so this is fiberboard here, but in the back I saw the first piece of fascia actually up. There it is right there. Let's see. Yeah, there's the first piece, not quite in. And that's what it's going to look like. Okay, it's going to start really looking like a house. Okay, we've got the glass block in. Kind of messed up the paint job a little bit, but it'll get resanded and repainted. We've got it in. I ordered the windows for here, 24,000 each. And I have a solid pane in the middle and levered windows on top and levered windows on bottom that are just a little too small for anyone to crawl through. And I have tempered glass, which is very difficult to break. I have the main door paid for and ordered, waiting to be installed. I'm about to order the other doors for the interior. This is a picture of the main door. It's a mahogany, beautiful workmanship. And we're gonna have windows here with screens, window with screens here, screen door here. I may put a real door on eventually. It looks like they finished the second coat on this side of the house. And about a month from now, the doors and windows should all be in. And we're gonna start putting in the floor and the ceilings. We're gonna have a house that you could actually live in. All right, our man Kokong is skim coating. First coat or second coat, Kokong? Dua. Second coat of skim coat. Pretty much finished with the entire house then, if this is the second coat. Just a little bit more down low. Well, we picked up a 1,000 liter water tank at the local hardware store and got it up here. It cost roughly 21,000 pesos. And we bought a pressure tank. And here we have, I think it's a 3/4 or 1 horsepower pump. We have a 5-micron filter. We have another filter, some hosing, and we also bought some hardware for the doors that have been ordered. We ordered the other 2 doors. They'll be in soon. Well, the new gate broke off. We have to re-weld that on. Second time that's happened. Interesting. Uncle James is mowing the yard. I love to see. And yesterday he was building a screen door from scratch. Let's check it out. Well, there it is. I think it needs to be sheetrock. This is like a real door. No one's getting in. My God. I wondered what he had in mind.
What?
This is a secure door.
Looks good.
Well, yeah, no one's getting in that door.
You see, it doesn't look good.
Well, once we painted it, looked fine. It's much more secure than I expected. Huh. Well, this is one of the unpaved roads we have to go on.
You have to stop.
Okay, we've started to build the storage room / water tower stand. So we bought 2 water tanks. Hey, look who's here. And yeah, so that's what's going on next door. Let's see what's happening next door. Things are coming along quite, and they have power. Yeah, they got power hooked up. The other time it was just the pole, but now it's all hooked up. So they do have power to the house next door. You can see the fascia is up, and you can see there's the gutter downspout is already working. We've just had a rain. Here, half the fascia is on, but the gutters are up in the front and back here. Let's go ahead and take a look. We just had a heavy rain. The workers are done for the day. They're building the steps right now. That's why they're laying this out. They're going to put gravel, cement in here. Hopefully I can walk on this without falling. So a lot of work to this roof has been done in the last month. Let me just see if I can go around the side here. There you go. There you can see what it looks like. This is the nice fascia. This is really nice. I haven't really seen it myself till just now. But yeah, beautiful. Looks like a really substantial building now. So here, it's been done here also. So they got the gutters in. Most of the fascia is on. They'll have the rest of this fascia on in about another 3 days, maybe max. Having a good time. Yeah. If you can't keep your clothes clean, they'll jump all over you. We let them loose at night, but during the day they kind of find their way out and they scare people on the road. Okay. Did you do an inspection? Yes. She approves. Well, we're building a water tank tower and a storage room right here. And oh, look at that nice paint job already got touched. So this is going to be the foundation. It's all dug for what will hold both water tanks. It'll be 8 feet tall, the water tank. We'll have an area to do some storage underneath. We bought the soffits or the ceilings for the outside and for the main room. So I got 150 square meters, which is for about 1,600 square feet almost. And it's not enough to do the whole house though, so we'll probably have to go back and get some more. And that gets delivered Monday. Today's a Sunday. There's no work being done up here. And Uncle James is finishing up the cage. He's kind of built a security cage. This is the laundry area. And they're gonna hang clothing in here and they need open air to come in. I always thought we'd screen it. Uncle James took upon himself to build this door from scratch. And he's almost done putting in these kind of mesh, these bars. They protected the window tops from getting damaged here. They put some protection down. Check it out. Yesterday they put this piece of fascia and gutter up on Mimi, Chrissy's sister's house. So they're coming along fast. He's got his flooring, and this is the roofing, the ceiling material. We just bought 30 or 300 PVC pieces that are in this. He's got almost the identical piece here. So I have 30 boxes coming on Monday, tomorrow. And there's a ton of rivets that have to be done. And there's 1,500 clips. And then there's some specialty clips. And then you have to put in rivets, 5 per piece. So that's 300 pieces, 1,500 rivets. There's a lot of ceiling work that's going to get done soon. We spent 80,000 pesos on just the PVC ceiling pieces, and we're going to need to figure out kind of a beam, exposed beam. We may buy some mahogany wood. We may do it out of the same steel, lightweight steel pieces that we are using for the supports. To be determined. All right, it's a big day up here. We got a lot going on. We got somebody clearing the shrubs and the high grass down the hill here. And he's done a good job so far. He's right down here hacking away at this tall grass. And we're having our windows installed today. So 4 of these windows right here. We're also having a delivery today of our ceiling. We bought 150 square meters of PVC ceiling that's going to get installed. It's not quite enough for the whole house, but it's going to cover the soffits, the underhang over the one. Here it's a 1 meter extension, and here it's 2, and the rest of the house is all 1 meter. Getting the first beams put in right now. Uncle James is going to secure that. They've been making the rebar reinforcement yesterday, and today they're ready. There's our other man Coco in there. securing the rebar to the base, and they're going to get this prepared to put frames on. We're going to have a storage room that'll be 8 feet tall. I think it's maybe 8 feet by 6 feet. And we'll have a place to put the lawnmower and lock up tools and other stuff like that. And we're going to build a dog run down there, so the dogs are in the shade out the rest of the day. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these big windows. Meanwhile, next door, Chrissy's sister's property, the, the fascia is going up, the gutters are going up, and they're finishing that. They have this section to do still on the other side of the jackfruit tree. Check out these jackfruit. They've been bagged for months now. Look how big they're getting. Good thing not to park under there, though. And Chrissy, yes, Chrissy's practicing some TikTok dance here. She has no idea. Look at that. Well, here comes 96,000 pesos worth of windows. And got a fragile, extra fragile load up there. Chrissy to the rescue. Open up the gate. This is Francis from Carl Nick Glass, our window man. Come in here to install these windows. Look, they're all put together. I think they're going to go in pretty fast, actually. We're building this house out of cash flow, so 96,000 pesos worth of windows is a big spend for us. Well, the first window's going in. Oh, they're getting the frames in. Starting on the bathroom window here. Well, here comes 80,000 pesos worth of ceiling material. Now, Chrissy's sister, she bought 225,000 pesos worth of ceiling material. We just got 150 square meters.
Morning.
Good morning. We got 30 boxes, 300 of these panels. Okay, a lot going on today. We're going to stack the ceiling in here for now. Got ceiling delivery, we got the window installation, and we got a regular crew working. The first piece of glass is going in. I like it. They're installing the screens, so both top and bottom come screened. And all 3 of the big panes are in. This is the view of the bathroom window. Theoretically, we're going to have a tub right here. Be able to open the lower window, get a nice breeze in, but not big enough for anybody to really climb through is what we're after here. And we're still building the foundation for the water tank tower and storage room. That's going on simultaneously. So it feels like a house. I can't tell you, this is the first time I've been in here where the windows have been up, and it feels like a house under construction instead of just like a big open air thing. Big difference. Okay, the storage room and the platform for the water tanks continues. These pipes are going to come from the septic to the leach field. We're going to have a leach field built out here, and these pipes are going to go underneath the storage room and connect to the septic tank. And all this cocoa lumber is going to be for platforms. They bought some more cinder blocks, and they have some plywood in the house that came yesterday. And here's one platform. This is one form for pouring these concrete columns. We're going up 8 feet. The room's going to be 7 foot by 8 foot. And we're going to put 2 water tanks on top. It's a Sunday. The kids are all here. For the update, it's Rob and Chrissy up in the mountains. Next door, Mimi's, Chrissy's sister's painting, priming one of the walls and testing interior paint color today. And we're having a barbecue. We brought the barbecue up from the suburbs. We've done a lot of thinning too. We hired a local man. He spent 2 days hacking away at all the tall grass, thinning out the base of the trees. And for the first time, we can really kind of see the river a little bit from our property. Eventually, Mimi and her fiance are going to build a deck over there, and they own the land down to the river. Unlike us, we only own the land over here and over here. But it's so steep, no one could ever really build anything there. But I can hear the river. I can kind of see a little bit of gray and water. There's some right there, actually. You can see the bank of the river right there, I think. Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday in the mountains. Our air conditioner is needing repair in the city, in the suburbs. So it's a good time to get up here to 2,800 feet. We have screen door ordered, the main door already purchased, the windows are in, the ceiling material's been purchased. It is starting to look like a house. Till the next episode of Mountain Construction Update.
Only here from Fly Me to the Philippines.